All right, so after finishing up with typecasting, now I am going to move to another topic, and name of the topic is user input. So user input is same in every programming language. The basic concept of user input is, so far we being assigning the values to variables directly in the program. Okay, like you can check here, I was assigning values directly, like number 1 is equal to 18, my d is equal to this, and mb is equal to true. So that's, I was just typing it. Okay, now what we want is, we want that when you run the program, at that time the console should ask the user to input whether it's an int value, a string, or any particular data type value that we need to insert. That's what is user input. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
So simply user input is, we want that user should input the details, not the programmer. Okay, so when you will develop an application, you are programming your application, then you develop it for the users, for clients. So when they run it, they want users to enter the details like their name or their work or whatever they want. They can create forums, they can create forms, or you can say they can submit the information that a company wants or the customer wants. Okay, so how to get user input? You are now familiar with Console.WriteLine, right? Or you can say you
Yeah.
have learned that Console.WriteLine is used to output values. And now we will use Console.ReadLine to get user input. So to get the user input, we are using Console.ReadLine. Instead of WriteLine, we are using ReadLine. Okay. So example of it is, we will ask a user to input his or her name, which we will store in the variable after that, and then we are going to print that. That's going to be the example. Okay, so how do we do that? Simply, we will just go to our IDE, Visual Studio, and I'm gonna just write a comment here, get user input, or topic is get user input. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, using the Console.ReadLine, sorry, not read, right now it's WriteLine, I'm gonna ask the user to enter the details. What? Enter your name. Or you can say, please enter your name. Okay, so that's, I'm displaying this message. If you have to write a line on the console, so that means this is a line I'm writing. So we have to use Console.WriteLine. Okay. Then I'm gonna create a string value and get the user input from the keyboard and store it in the variable. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna use string, sorry, data type string, string string. I will name the data type as, variable name as username, and Now I will put it equal to console dot. Now instead of write line, I'm going to use read that line method. Okay. Then after that, the third step is if I have to print it again, I will use write line to print, sorry. Write line dot write line, and we can say user name is then the variable name, which is username, semicolon. That's it. So first I will display a message so that user will see what I have to enter. I need to enter the name, and then when user will enter the name, it will be stored in string username variable. It will be stored in a variable username, which is already defined by or using the data type string and console.readLine. Okay, so console.WriteLine, username is, it's stored in username, the string or the name that you will type in here, that you will input here, it will be stored in the variable username of type string. You will get it from console.WriteLine plus username syntax. So save it, or you can say statement, and then use F5 to run it. You will see here, it's asking you, please enter your name. I will say like Gohar and hit enter. You will see username is what? Gohar. You understanding? So that's how do we allow a user to input the details or input any particular value on console or while compilation or after compilation. Okay, that's how do we do it. Now if you have to do the same, how you're going to do it. Now for you, there is a question or there's an assignment, or you can say a small task that I want you to do. This is an example which is in front of you. This is a very simple thingy. Now what I want you guys to do is, it's assignment, but it's a class assignment, or you can say task. You cannot say it's an assignment. It's task first for today to all of you. So write a program which will allow a user to input name, student ID, phone number, email, course, country, and display it as an output on the console. Note, please add the or make use of strings like my name is, or you can say student name is, then space, and then variable name like we did in the previous example over here. These strings I'm talking about. The value of my int is this. Suppose that you have entered a name while displaying it using the console.WriteLine. You should say that in the two brackets, you should say that student name is this, student ID is this, student phone number is this, then the variable name. email, a student email ID is this, course or student course is this, student country is this, okay? That's how you have to perform this assignment. Try to do it.
Got it.
Try to do it, all of you. Those who are not doing, they will not get the marks in their internal exams. So it's good for them to do it, because already in the past 2 books, only Michael and Carlos have got a very good marks. Rest were absent and I'm not responsible for them. Try to do it. You have, it's 5/7. You have 15 minutes of time. Not 15, just 10 minutes of time. It's very simple thing. So you have 10 minutes. Your time starts now. 10 minutes. So it's 7:58. At 5:18, you need to send the screenshot. And remember, on this Wednesday, you all have to write an exam